Welcome to the instructional video for the Autosleeper Warwick XL. So I'm going to walk around the outside of the vehicle first, then I'm going to move on to the inside. So first of all, you can see that this has got an aftermarket auto skew Oyster Vision satellite system fitted to it, and I'll show you how to work that when we go inside. We've got the gas system, so it's got on board gas tank, a gasset tank. Just twist that and pull that out, allows you then to fill it up and then push it back in when you're finished, just like so, and clip it back in place. Inside the driver's area, you've got a little indicator to tell you how much gas is in there as well. Behind that, we've got the toilet cassette. Press both buttons in and that shows you the cassette. To remove it, lift up the yellow lever, slide it out completely. To empty it, you unturn the little cap on the top there, lift it upside down, and then press the little button that releases the air out of it, makes it empty quicker and easier. And then when it's full, slide it back in place, making sure it just clips over that little bracket in there. Behind that, we've got your mains cable point, so your plug-in point for your mains cable. Vehicle's also got an external aerial and sat connector just there. We've got the drain for the fresh water, which is underneath. Just clip it off the brackets and that drains that. And then forward of that is the grey water, so this is your wastewater outlet. So wastewater grey, fresh water is just there. Above it, we've got the Truma vent, so this is for the heating system. So in the water, so just be careful, it does get warm, that. And behind that, we've got the water filler point, the Truma system, that allows you to fill up the water into the vehicle. So all pretty simple on that side. Most of the auxiliary items are on there. Moving to the top, you can also see that we've got a telescope aerial fitted as well as the satellite system. On the back, again, we've got the additional locks that are on there. And you can open this up. It is studded in here, so you can stud up the area along, and that lever opens the back door, showing you ventilation into the area here. We've got a cool box which the customer's added, so lift that out as the additional drawer, and then you've got a minimum and maximum level just on there to control the cooling of that system. You'll see there's varying points around the vehicle, both mains and 12 volt. Light switches just under the back carriageways on either side, and again mains and 12 volt on this side. At the top, you've got the reverse camera, and you can also see that there is a solar panel mounted on the roof. Onto the passenger side, you've got the gas barbecue point, which is there. You just need a bayonet fitting to go in there to be able to utilise the gas out of the vehicle. And again, we've got the sliding door, which when slid closed there, you've got a filler point there for your water as well. And you've also got your heater vents just inside there for the fridge. Yeah, you've got the strip light and you've got the awning. So this is a fuel awning. I'll send you a separate video on how to use that. And we've got the deadlocks just on the door on the passenger side as well. We've got the Alco air suspension system fitted to this one, so this is above and beyond what you would normally find. Underneath the passenger seat, you will find that, if I can just move that out of the way, you've got, you unclip that, this is where your toolkit is located. So that's underneath there, and that just sits on just like that. Vehicle battery is located under there. You've got the Remis cab lines, which are fitted just there. Electric windows, and the bonnet release catch can be found just there. It's a 130 multi-jet. You've got the daytime running lights on the headlights on both sides. Underneath, we've got your positive point down there, the little grey bit in here. Negative point just on the top. Oil, dipstick, and screen wash just in this side here. To open the bonnet, when you lift it up, you'll need to release this little catch and then use the stay to hold it in place. So that's the outside. We've got the electric step. When we slide the door back, we've then got a couple of additional lights that are just there, and then the step button which depresses the step in or puts the step out when you press it again, just like so. Got another additional socket there and a little portable outside table fitting just there for you. You'll see there's quite a few of these bags noted around, so little storage pockets, and they can be found sort of throughout the vehicle. Coming into the vehicle, you'll see the main control panel system is above the door. Now on here, you've got your power button, which turns all the power on and off. You've got the pump button, again tells you if the fresh water's low, so there's no water currently in here. You've got your light buttons, you've got your awning light button, you've got another button that turns your lights on and off for the roof light ones. You've got your indicators to use, showing you what voltage is in the leisure and the vehicle batteries. And then you've got the temperature settings and your water settings to tell you what are in your water tanks, just there. So again, you'll see it's all noted just on this menu, and you just go up and down buttons to go through it to tell you what's in your freshwater, your wastewater, vehicle battery, leisure battery. To turn it all off, you just press the button off, and that will turn everything off inside the vehicle. Yeah. The button at the side. So the button at the side here is your Truma system. Now this is the heating and the hot water. So what I always say is make sure that you've got it turned on. Go to the setting that you've got. So we'll start from the top here. Got the temperature you want it inside the vehicle. So you just turn the dial to the desired temperature and then press the button in. The next option would be the water, if you've got water in, and you can have it off. Eco, which is sort of 40 degrees. Hot, which is 60 degrees, and then you do have a boost. And what the boost will do is it will take all the power away from the heating to get the hot water up to temperature as quick as possible. Now only select this if you've got water in the vehicle, otherwise turn it off and you can still use the heating option inside the vehicle without water being on. So next option would be the power that we're trying to heat it with, and that will flash above the line and tell you. So we've got 1 kilowatt electric, 2 kilowatt electric, mix of gas and 2 kilowatt electric, mix and gas of 1 kilowatt electric, gas only. So choose the one that you want. In this case we'll just put it on 1 kilowatt electric, turn it again across and it'll put the fan up, and we'll either want it on eco, which is low, high, which is fast, or if we press it and run it on high, once it kicks in for 30 seconds or so, you'll be able to go back to the menu, press it, and then go into boost, and that will give you all the power to the heating and take it away from the hot water if you're trying to do that. You'll also see that there's an indicator to tell you that you're plugged into mains. There's then, if we go into it again, a timer setting and a clock setting just there. Yeah, and that's your light setting. If you look just on your heating system, so you'll see that you can do your aircon from that screen as well, and that's what that little light is there. You'll also see that there's a time setting and a settings menu just there. One other thing that you've got on your heating is you can either have your heating controlled from there, or you can have your AC, so your air conditioning. So it can all be done from here if you want to do that, just by selecting this one control panel. If you want to turn the unit off completely, then you press and hold it, and that will turn the heating off. Yeah, so that will do both your hot water, your heating and your air conditioning. This little button at the side is your thermostat that controls it all. The air conditioning can also be done remotely using the remote control. You simply just press it on, give it a minute or so to kick in, and then it will kick in. This is mains operated only though, so you'll hear it kicking in, and then you can either deflect the heat all to the back, all to the front, turn it up, turn it down, move the baffles to blow in different directions. Someone wants it on or someone wants it off. So that's how you control it. On the actual control panel itself, that's where your temperature is set, but again you can do that on the actual heating system, and that will, if you're in a warm environment, that will also warm and cool down the vehicle. Just to turn it off, just press the button again, and that will turn the air conditioning unit off. So quite a good option that the customer's fitted to the vehicle. You'll also see now above here, we've got a switch. That's a switch for the microwave. So just remember that little switch above there, because that will operate the microwave in the vehicle. We've got your TV just there, and the satellite system that's just here. So to put the satellite system down, if you press the button on the left, it will then tell you it is retracting. It will then turn off the telly. Let it come down. That will also be wired into the 12 volt. So if you start up the 12 volt, the ignition, if you start up the ignition, it will also then put that back down and do that as well. So there's 2 fail safes on that scenario. Underneath the panel on the floor, you'll find your main sergeant box. So you'll see a lot of these buttons are repeated. So you can turn it off from here if you don't want to do it, as well as the main control panel. And you'll also see that there's some buttons to the right which say water heater, space heater. If you turn them off like that, then the system won't work until you power it back on. So make sure that they're all lit up in the orange one, and your charger's lit up if you're trying to charge up the actual batteries themselves. You've got your main RCD box there, and your main fuses are there. And you've got the little black button on the far right, left-hand side of the box. As it says, is a main master power off. So you're not using it for any length of time, you can turn that off, and that will also turn off all the power to the vehicle. To the left of that, the previous owners had a battery monitoring system fitted. So this isn't standard, and there's a manual in the book that tells you how to operate the different options of that. Underneath the seats, so the seats will lift up, just like so. We've got storage. All your gas isolation valves can be found just on this side, which is on the passenger side. But other than that, you've got lots of storage under that side. And also onto this side, again lifting them up. You'll see this is where your safe is located, which customers added. You've also got 2 batteries, and you've also got a little switch here, which is for the tank heater isolation switch. So if you're getting really cold and you're worried about the tank freezing up, you turn the little switch on, and that will then heat up the tank for you. In front of that, we've got another couple of sockets, both 12 and mains. To get into the drawers, just press the buttons in, and each one of them will slide out nicely, just there. And then close it just gently as you do there. Into here, you've also then got your put-up table. So the leg goes into the little fitting on the floor at the back, and then the table will sit on top of it. You've got your oyster box there and your isolator just there for the aerial. There is an on-off button just where my finger is there, which you'll see the light coming on. That's to run the aerial rather than the satellite if you want to do that. A couple more sockets in here, both mains and 12. You've got your, move the tap out of the way, sink and drain point just there. So you've got your little drainer that's just on the top of there. Again, move that out of the way when you're trying to operate or open up the kitchen. So you've got those, and you've got your little deflector plates just to stop the edges. Pretty standard cooker. So you've got the 3 gas, and then you've got the oven grill underneath, just like so. Under that, we've got storage area where the customers put a bin in, so that can be located just underneath there. And then to the opposite side, we've got area just in here, and then more storage just in here. The fridge unit is a Thetford fridge, so we turn this unit on by pressing the button here, and you will find that you've got a few options. So you can either run it on gas on its own. Automatic will search automatically the strongest signal. Manual, electric, or the battery when the engine's running. So if you were to select the auto, it will just seek, we're plugged into mains at the minute, so it would seek that power. To turn the temperature down, you press the button to the lowest position, and then to cool it, when it gets warmer, put it up to the top position. And that will then light up and show you your area both for your freezer and your fridge, just located just there. Another little storage pocket here, and then we have 2 storage pockets just at the back. The back door can also be buckled up. Yeah, just nicely putting the press studs in there. And these little lights, they're all touchscreen. The blind and the flying screen are all incorporated. And then we have a winding handle here for this one. The front one has the fly screen and blinds on as well. Just there. And that has a lift up latch, which allows you to open it and then close it when you're in transit, just like so. Into the bathroom, we've got the storage unit just down here. Loads and loads of storage front to bottom. Just again, when you're doing it, make sure you pop it in. We've got the toilet, so we've got the flush on the top. And then underneath, we've got the little lever to the right hand side to operate the blade valve. The fly screen and blinds are all encompassing in here. Yeah, so you've got that just there. And then to open the window, you just press that down and slide it. It's a tinted window, so you can't see in. You got the little pressed buttons above. Some storage just in there, just make sure that they're just clipped into place. A couple of little towel holders. And then the shower, again, another little light there. You've got a blind in here as well. And you can open them up by just pulling down the blind, closing that, and then lifting them up, either front or the back side, just to allow you to do that. Yeah, mixer tap. So again, when you're mixing the water through, put it through to hot and pull it through from your boiler first. And that will do that. Coming back into the main living area then. Let's pop all these down. We've got an extractor fan above. We've got a little light and then the extractor fan. Storage above into here. Smoke alarm. Main storage above. So you'll see there's a little filler cable there. You've got all your manuals, your packs, everything in there. To swivel the seats around, you've got the little swivels at the front. Just lift them up and it will allow you to slide them around. We're based on the Fiat gearbox. It's on the automatic. We've got cab air conditioning. We've got the radio and the Bluetooth. We've got the little lift up hatch. Put your phone and your tablets. Just located just there. Hazard lights and locking there. We've got another 12-volt socket aerial point, and your awning handle is just located just on the bracket just down there. On the heating side of it, a little bit difficult to show you on the video, but you'll see that there's a little blue toggle just down there, and that is your frost protection valve. I'll show you when you come on the day because it's a bit hard to see it from the camera there, but the little diamond there, little blue diamond, that is to drain the boiler. Yep, your Truma system, which is here, and that has to be in the closed position, otherwise your water will just go straight through the boiler into the floor underneath. To make up the bed, it's pretty simple. You leave the bottom cushions just either side, and then utilising the two outside cushions, you just slide them into place just like so. So it becomes one big bed area. And then we're all set back up for the daytime use. So turning the lights off, you can turn them off individually, or you can come back to the main control panel and turn all the lights off like so. Yeah, so it's up to you which way you do it. I'm turning the lights off when leaving the vehicle. Don't forget that you've got a couple of welcome lights that are down here as well, that you can turn off, both your outside lights and your little night lights there. Your diesel point is just located just behind there. And then lastly, on the vehicle, we've also got a alarm system that's fitted to it. So that just activates on the fob that's there. And then last but not least, this has got a full self-leveling system fitted to it. So to do it, you must remember to put the little switch on here, which will kick in the unit there. And then what you need to press is the bottom button just there. which is the automatic self-leveling system, which if I go down here, you'll see that the legs then will start lowering underneath. To level the vehicle completely. So you can see the way the sequence works is the front ones are down, and then you've got the back ones lowering now until the vehicle is completely level, and then you will see that all 4 legs on both sides of the vehicle are all lowered to get you completely level when you're on stay. I hope you enjoyed the instructional video, and I look forward to your comments, feedback, but more importantly, I hope you enjoy your new motorhome. Thank you.